All right, Shalom. First and foremost, and give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High and His only begotten Son, who we know and believe as Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mavakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and Rule Well that taught me the truth. Peace, love, and blessings also to you, sincere laborers. You brothers out on highways and byways, giving out diligence to make thank call it and election short, feeding the flock of the Most High. And also blessings to you few sisters out there listening, learning, believing. I'm that fellow servant, Kanakla, coming at you once again the lesson. Lord's will is edifying. And this would be pretty much a testimonial video. This past Saturday at camp, the 6th, I was out of the camp, and one of my teachers, passed by the camp, and I'll just play it real quick, a quick snippet of it, real quick. This is me all the way to the right. Okay, just so you know what I'm talking about.
Working. It was already working. Okay, working is wickedness. When he came.
One sec. Let me cut this Bluetooth off.
I read the mechanisms. And wickedness increased to a number not even fathom. Okay, to be possible.
And as you can see, that's me on the right here by the 12 tribe sign in the corner. Just a second ago, I moved back the sign, the posters, so he could see Yahweh Shai, the depiction of Yahweh Shai, and the picture of Cesar Borgia. So I already knew it was him. I already recognized him, even though he had a mask on. All right, I knew who he was already, so I was just letting him check it out. But he didn't know who I was. But you'll see he felt like he knew me already, which he did. But I was just watching him and observing him, and the Spirit led him right over there to where I was at, man. And he didn't even know, if he knew me or not, because this how you know this is all part of the Lord's doings. It's like if we're talking, I'm gonna play the video all the way through, but I'm in a whole nother city whole different city than the one that I grew up in and went to school in. So, it's all of the doing of the Lord, the glorification of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It's all for the ministry, because, I'm in another city, and I'm on just any random street, all right? And the Lord, as I say, man's going to the Lord. The Lord directed his steps and his paths so he could walk by the camp, man, all right? So this is, super spiritual, man, all right?
Talking about what this devil would do to the Babylonians. Like, he did that, So imagine how much more in this time. This devil is going way far beyond all that. Now he has technology to an instant. For one man to do how much sin he did in this world, it probably took him 10 years to do what he does now. In a week, a man can do so much wickedness compared to the ancient man back then. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, I remember him was one of my teachers from high school. Hey, now look at the table.
I don't want to disturb you. I told him my kids come there. I said, boy, you sure got all the bad grades. I'm going to fail you. He went back in the corner, man. That MF gave me an M.
It's on camera now.
Glad to see you doing good, brother. Yeah.
He said, I'm glad to see you doing good, brother. You feel what I'm saying? So, you say, he kind of threw me under the bus a little bit and said I was a bad dude, man. But, he was being a little overboard, because he never wrote me a referral, man. So I knew my limits, you know what I mean? But, I wasn't good either, man. I was bad, because I wasn't doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I was like 9th grade, I think. 9th or 10th grade, maybe 10th grade, 9th or 10th grade. Tried to be maybe like 16, 17 years old. So yeah, I wasn't good, at all, man. I was bad, But now, as he said, I'm glad to see you doing good. All right. So I'll run it back a little bit more, then I get into some scriptures. And pretty much he stayed there for like maybe like, I want to say 5 minutes. And I was just teaching him about, pretty much I became his teacher, man. You know, I was teaching him about who we are as a people. You know, we're the Israelites, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So pretty much I became his teacher, and he actually ended up giving me alms or tithes, and gave me a hug, man. You know, gave me a hug. So let's go back real quick.
Hey, real quick, I remember him was one of my teachers from high school.
Hey, now look at the table. The bad boy. Man, this dude was bad. I'm sorry, I don't want to get stirred.
No, you good, bro.
But every time my dad's come there, I said, boy, you sure got all the bad grades. I'm going to fail you. He went back in the corner, man, that MF gave me a nail.
It's on camera now.
Glad to see you doing good, brother.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
It's always good.
When you know yourself.
That had the women though, right?
Yeah. I can shake my head.
Yeah, come on, I never forget a face.
We're here every day. We're here every Saturday.
Give me YouTube, you on YouTube.
But that's pretty much it. It was another guy there too, but after that other guy left, I started actually teaching my teacher, man. Okay, I became his teacher. You know, so that's the spirit, man. I'm gonna get a few precepts and I'm gonna close out, but man, you know, that's a story, man, to be written right there, man. That's the glorification of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Here it is, a man, you know, that he deemed bad. All right, and like he said, I knew you. You know what I mean? I remember, you know, who you was. You know, the spirit had it to where, you know, and he actually told me, he said, yeah, I remember your spirit, you know? And so, you know, it's all the glorification, you know, the Lord uses that because, you know, let's say, you know, he said I was bad. Let's say I wasn't bad. Let's say I was a good kid and stayed under the radar or whatever. You know, he wouldn't have remembered me. The story wouldn't have been as great. All right, the testimony wouldn't have been as great, man. We wouldn't have got the reaction, all right, that we gotten from him. He wouldn't have had any stories to tell about me. You feel what I'm saying? So just like with Paul, you know, what Paul did, you know, it's you know, it's some, you know, different meanings behind that, you know, more than just one meaning, you know, to show you the power of the Lord, man. You know, here it is, a person that was persecuting the church, okay, and then they like, Lord, you know this man persecuted the church, and you know he did this and did that, man. He was bad to the ministry, man. You know, he was killing the prophet. He was persecuting the body, you know. But look, you know, the Lord, you know, had the spirit on Paul to be that way, and then look at what, just to bring forth a greater example. You know, to show forth a great work, a person that was, you know, unruly, or so to say, not in compliance with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, now he's you know, pretty much teaching the word. He's teaching Yahushua. Like, oh my goodness, you know. So that was beautiful on that part, man. The Lord does everything, man. All right, for a reason. Okay, so this Psalms. Now we use this scripture. The elders definitely are examples of this. For you know, how they became wiser than their teachers, but I'm gonna just use this scripture as a reference point, man. All right, for lack of a better term, okay, because it's talking about the testimony of King David, Psalms 119 and 95. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimonies. All right, verse 98. Those through thy commandments has made me wiser than my enemies, and that's what these commandments. Fallen laws, such commandments that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has done. Okay, and then soon as I graduated out of high school, a couple months later, you know, the Lord brought me into the truth. Okay, so I've been in the truth ever since I departed from under the teachings of these, you know, people out here, man. Okay, and he so happened to be a Jake, so it's all through the spirit. You know, he could have been one of my Edomite teachers. You know, and I actually seen one of my Edomite teachers before doing the work. 2 of them before. Okay? So, but the point is, you know, he was my teacher at one point. Now, like I said, you know, this is concerned about the ministry. Okay? Like the elders, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Gabar, you know, more things were revealed unto them, and they became wiser than the 7, wiser than their teachers, than their elders. So that's, you know, really what it's talking about. But, you know, you can apply this verse, all right, to, you know, to this testimony right here. It says, I have more understanding than all my teachers, for my testimonies are for thy testimonies are my meditation. So I have more understanding than him, and he was considered my teacher. Okay, at one point in time, and I became his teacher. All right, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Go to show you the power of the Lord, man. Okay, it's Isaiah, like, and you know, I could have went many ways with this lesson, but how can I put it? You know, I just let the spirit flow, really, man. This could have went many ways, you know, with this lesson, but this Isaiah 30 verse, I believe it's 20, yeah. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. And that's talking about Israel, seeing the prophets on the streets. Okay? And look, I became his teacher through the Spirit, man. It goes to show you, man, how great the Lord is, man. How great this ministry is, man. You feel what I'm saying? The Lord used me to exalt the ministry, to push forth the ministry, you know, to show his power, man. You know? And, you know, whoever, you know, he said I was bad, so who would ever thought, man, I would be out there preaching the word, man. You know, teaching him history, our history, and who we are according to the scriptures, you know? So that's a miracle in itself. Like, man, this man out here teaching the Bible, you know, he's a teacher of the Lord, man. So this is all for the benefit of the ministry. Okay? Let's go to another precept here. Yeah, let's get Acts 4:13. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived, what's going on? It's cutting off the verse here. Yeah, it's just this thing on the side here cutting off the verse. So let me go to the Bible app. Acts 4:13. Let's see. Acts 4:13. And it says, let's start at 12. Okay, this is Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is one. It's like for there is none other name under heaven given among men where we must be saved. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, all right, talking about the Jews, you know, they wasn't in their teachings in the synagogues, you know, in their places of learning, you know, during that time period. Peter and John wasn't, but they had the Spirit of the Lord on them, all right, and that gave them a mouth with wisdom. Okay, it says, now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled, and they took knowledge of them. So, you know, as he, you know, said, oh, this dude was bad, you know, making F's and shit, you know, really, you know, Jake, as you know, as I was explaining to him, you know, when I was teaching him, I was pretty much telling him, like, hey, the reason why I couldn't really relate to all that shit in school is because, you know, it's pretty much white supremacy, man. You know, I couldn't relate to it, you know, especially like the history, you know what I mean? You know, it was anything great, it was all European or Greek history or Roman history. But when it came to so-called black people history, you know, all they taught us was slavery, and you know, we was nothing but slaves. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I didn't care about school, man. You know, made all F's. I don't want to say all F's because I graduated. You know, I had to get my shit together eventually. But, you know, Jake didn't give a shit about that system, man. You know, that system didn't feel right, and I'm pretty sure every other brother can attest to that, man. Okay? So I would have been considered to him an unlearned and ignorant man. It says they marveled, so he marveled, man. You know, that I was able to teach him and bring out certain stuff. Okay? It says, and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua. So he know it was something, he don't know Yahushua, was teaching them Yahushua, but he acknowledged like, yo, something different about him, man. It's something, he's different now, So he acknowledged the power, all by the boldness of the ministry. You remember, everything is done to exalt Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to push forth the ministry. Because I'm gonna tell you this too. He was talking about, I was just down in the Ybor, and some guys down there was talking about, the Africans ain't our people, this, that, or whatever. He said, are y'all affiliated with them? And we pretty much told him no, but I already perceived that it was probably another camp. I don't want to, say what camp it was, because I don't know, so I don't want to go guess and say maybe it was this camp or maybe it was that camp. But pretty much that, whatever camp it was, ISUBK or whatever, IUIC, a lot of those camps are struggling with what it is, the whole Israelite foreigner Gentile thing, the appearance, because he was like, they was saying that the Africans wasn't our people and this and that. And he said, he was like, look, we pretty much we they got us off of Africa, man. So how come the Africans not our people? So through them, whatever camp that was, all right, they stained the ministry. They put a stain on the ministry. So pretty much I had to teach them, like, look, we fled into Africa in 70 AD, man. Majority, of us. So the Africans, our people are among them. So, the Lord, man, to like they say, we at Great Millstone, man, we got 100% truth, man. Because he would have, looked at the Israelite thing as, oh, man, them dudes say Africans ain't our people, this, that, when we got relatives over in Africa, or whatever the case may be, so that would have made him, pretty much shun the gospel, or, shun this truth of the ministry, but the Lord brought him to, to the camp I was at the same day, and, here at Great Millstone, being under my teachers, man, under learned men, they taught me through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and now I'm able to teach my teachers, man, become wiser than my teachers, man. Okay, so let's close out with this last precept. Hopefully I'm not being too long-winded, man. Let's get this real quick. This is Isaiah 60 verse 1. See, it's this little thing on the right side of the screen here is covering the scriptures. I don't know what it is. See this little white square? So let's go to Isaiah 60 and 1. Yeah. Isaiah Salak 60 and verse 1. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come. What the light is wisdom, man. This gospel, which is ultimately Yahushua. He's the light of the world. So the light has come. So as I was breaking this down to a brother, pretty much telling him, like, I don't really know where I should go, with this lesson. You know what I mean? I said I can go many directions with this lesson. You know what I mean? But this is one of the scriptures a brother gave me, man, for inspiration. So I'm using it with the ministry here. With this lesson. So it's arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. So the glory of the Lord, it's pretty much risen on me, man, the knowledge. You feel me? Now I'm teaching my teacher, man. I'm teaching him, I'm giving him knowledge that he couldn't give me. That's power, man. I go to show you, man, we have power. We have power, man. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and great darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and glory shall be seen upon thee. All right, so this is the times we living in, man. Okay, so a call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, for keeping the spirit on us to turn turn away from our wickedness to be so-called, righteous men, through faith. So, it's a beautiful testimony, man. Lord's will now is edified. Brothers, keep pushing, man. These stories are being written, okay? These stories are being written pretty soon. All us, man, the Lord is finna take this truth to the next level. When bros receive that spiritual powers and start doing miracles, man, hey, that fame, I would give them a praise and fame in the land where they were put to shame, all right? And the Lord will be glorified through the vessels, his men, all right? That's how the Lord's going to be glorified, through men, okay? So, things are finna turn up, man. We finna reach the climax of the movie. Don't think Esau Edom just finna come down with all this great trouble, and the Lord ain't finna turn up on the right-hand side. That right-hand side power is finna be shown, man. The world is finna see the true power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So with that, I'm finna close out and say Shalom.